Hi learners, welcome to our channel Python Programming. In this session, let's explore about sets. A set is a sequence which is used to store an unordered collection of unique items. And sets are ideal when we want to avoid duplicate data and need highly efficient membership testing. So it's another mutable data structure in Python, means modification is possible. We can add or remove elements, but the elements inside the set must be an immutable type like strings, integers, or tuples. It's an unordered collection of elements. It means items have no index or fixed position. They appear in random order. They are similar to lists but without duplicates. Sets do not permit duplicate elements. And the elements in set are enclosed within a pair of curly brackets. Let's see some examples. Courses is a set in which we have the elements Python, C, C++, and Java. Cities is a set in which we have Chennai, Cochin, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Mumbai. Temp is a set in which we have the temperature of Vellore for the past 1 week. Next, creating a set. How to create an empty set and a non-empty set. Creating empty sets. Empty sets means we won't be having any element in it. This can be constructed with the help of the constructor setOf. S1 is equal to set is the constructor which will create a set with no elements in it. If we display the data type of S1, we'll be getting the output class set.
An empty string can be created by means of using quotes. An empty list can be created with the help of a pair of square brackets. An empty tuple can be created with the help of a pair of parentheses. But if we use curly braces in order to create an empty set, it will not be done. Empty curly brackets in Python creates dictionary. Let's see how it is. Let us assign the pair of curly brackets to S2. If we display the data type of S2, we'll be getting the class as dict. It means S2 is an object which belongs to the class dictionary. Now let's see how to create non-empty sets. This can be done with the help of constructor. Let's see an example. S3 is equal to set of range of 0, 6. We know that range method will generate the integers from 0 to 5 since the upper bound is 6. And the numbers generated by the range method will be converted into set and it will be stored in S3. If we display S3, we will be getting the result as set of integers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. To the set constructor, if we are giving a string as input like A, B, C, D, E, then every element will be taken from the string individually and it will be added as an element in a string. If we display S4, the output would be C, A, D, B, E. We had seen already a set is a structure which is used to store an unordered collection of items. We may not predict how it is stored C in the first position or E in the last position. By using the curly brackets, we can simply assign the elements to a set. For example, S5 is equal to Vellore, Chennai and Mumbai. Inside curly brackets, we'll create a set S5. If we check what is the data type of S5, it is going to produce class set. We can create a set from a list as well as from a tuple. How to create? Let us assume L is equal to a list with values 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. To convert this list into a set, we have to give L as an input to the constructor set. S6 is equal to set of L. And if we display S6, we'll be getting the output as 40, 10, 50, 20 and 30. The elements of list are now stored as a set elements in S6. Let's see how to create a set from a tuple. T is equal to Alice and the scores she got in three subjects 100, 99.5 and 98. To convert this tuple into set, we have to give it as input to the set constructor. S7 is equal to set of T. If we display S7, it should display the elements from this tuple as a set, right? Output is 98, 99.5, 100 and Alice as a set elements inside S7. Stay tuned. Happy learning.